Hello and welcome to the fall premiere of The Journal. I'm your host, Amber Saklashi. Today on our show, we've got lots of variety. From blogging to staying fit, we've got it all right here. Our first story is for all the movie lovers out there. The Bloor Cinema, right at the heart of Toronto, is one of the oldest theaters left standing in the city. 100 years after its creation, the theater is still going strong. Here's an inside look.
This is Dave Gillett reporting for The Journal. Tonight we're going to be focusing on one of the largest and last single-screen cinemas left here in Toronto. Bloor Cinema has been described as a unique experience by its patrons. Tonight we're going to explore why that is.
It's nice to have these historical places still in Toronto, like just, down the street in your local neighborhood instead of a huge cinema downtown.
It's one of the oldest cinemas in Toronto, and it's one of the best for showing first beyond first run and independent features.
My father used to come here when he was my age. He'd come and watch, double features and spend his Saturday and Sunday here. And I have never left. I've worked here for almost 4 years now because I love it and I love cinema. And to me, this place and cinema in general really go hand in hand. To me, it screams movies. The carpet, the crazy colors on the wall, the retro feel of the place. Everything to me about this space represents cinema.
I just enjoy watching movies on 35mm, and I think that cinematic experience. I think walking into this place, which is a very old building where people used to watch movies. They show the regular Hollywood movies, but they show the art films. They show the weird cult movies. They cater to film festivals. It's just, it's a community. That's what the Bloor Cinema is.
A lot of cinemas around, but this one, it's special in a way. You can't really attain to it, but when you walk in, you feel the presence.
We have something that most cinemas, or no cinema has anymore. We have love seats in the upper balcony. So it's a double seat made for couples. So a couple can share the seat. Basically, this whole cinema, there's not a single bad seat in the whole house. You can see the screen from absolutely everywhere. It was designed for that specifically.
If you had to describe Bloor Cinema in a few words, what would they be?
Relaxed, welcoming, and it doesn't really flow, but quality.
It's very Art Deco.
It's kind of old-fashioned in a great way.
Theater.
They have a pretty good selection of film.
Fabulous.
Amazing.
Fantastico.
You guys are awesome. Thank you very much.
50 years after the Bloor Cinema was developed, the digital age emerged. On the weekend of October 4th, Centennial College held their first blogging conference known as Wordcamp. The conference attracted bloggers from around the world to discuss the latest advances in this cutting-edge medium.
From key philosophical insights to the perfect recipe for hash browns. Likely chances someone in there has posted about it. This is Wordcamp 2008 at the Centennial College Progress Campus, celebrating the written word on the internet.
For me, it's very exciting because some things I didn't even think about, that I could do with my blog. I'd say, I'm like, I can do this, I can do that. And it opens my world and my eyes to all the different things that I can accomplish just through my blog, basically.
Blogging is doing like an online journal. Post comments, write articles or entries on anything you want. Many people have blogs, and you can write from sports to entertainment or business blogs. And you can also go to other people's blogs and comment on them.
I really like to be kind of keep up with what's new and not be far behind. So I think that it's important for people like us to kind of see what's up and coming, see what the new updates are for the next WordPress and stuff like that.
If you're going into Hotmail or Gmail, you're writing an email through a web interface. With WordPress, you're publishing your content through that web interface. So you can write stories, posts, or pages about you, upload photos, and just publish content. What you actually do with that is entirely up to whatever your goals are for it. Most people use it as a blog. I see it as a content management system to build a website around.
On my WordPress sites, I would like to put in, for example, one mouse over, and then it would allow me to emphasize something or to...
It's important to bring people together because WordPress is a lot about community. So bringing folks together, they can meet each other, they can learn from each other, those types of things. The education aspect is huge as well. When I go to WordCamps, I learn things. So I imagine for folks who aren't as in WordPress as me, they're learning a ton. Makes you a better blogger, makes you a better person.
So we've got people here today from Montreal and from Cambridge and from basically British Columbia as well, have come down just for this conference. And it's at the college, which helps to increase our profile. And as a graduate, that's always a good thing because it makes my college look cooler.
It's something that if you're interested in it, jump in with both feet and you'll probably get a good experience out of it.
If you're interested in seeing the footage from WordCamp, you can find it all at wordcamptoronto.pbwiki.com. In the meantime, reporting from WordCamp 2008 in Toronto, this is Matt for the Journal.
Welcome back, and now we have a special surprise. This past September, the Broadcasting and Film program at Centennial College held a contest to see who could produce the best images in a matter of a couple hours. Before we meet the winners of this contest, let's take a look at the winning clips. To present the awards for the winners is the executive producer of our show, The Journal. Please welcome Chris Terry.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm good, good. Great to be here. First show and everything, that's pretty good.
I hope it's going off really well.
We'll have to find out after, I guess.
Can you tell us a little bit about this contest?
Well, every semester we try to have an event to get all the students who are currently in broadcasting and film together in the same room at the same time. Mm-hmm. So if you imagine that there's 5 semesters currently in the building, every semester a new group starts, right? So we'd like to kind of kick it off with an opportunity for everybody to get to meet each other across all 5 semesters. And the way we thought we'd do it, we started last January, and we did this big event. Dennis Murphy, who started, I wish he was here, he helped us kind of set up this big thing called the Broadcasting and Film Challenge, which we'd like to do every January from now forever, right?
Yeah.
But in the meantime, in September, we thought, let's do something like kind of a barbecue party thing. And Nate, our dean, he said, okay, I'm in for that. And the prize is right here, folks. He gave us $300 gift certificates for Cinematheque Ontario to give away to the best film. And so we designed this little contest where for a couple of hours, people will get together, meet each other, make 5 images, and tell a little story in a short paragraph. Now, it sounds kind of easy, but
in only a couple hours, and you got to have a story.
Yeah, so we thought it was fun, and a lot of people entered, and it was great fun. And just this past couple of weeks, all the entries kind of, to get all the stuff together actually is a bit of a bother, but we got all the entries finally back in again, and we're going to announce the winners. So
that sounds good. And did you have a lot of people participating?
Yeah, there was about. I think about 80 people showed up for the event, which is
wow.
pretty good. So that's about over almost almost 2/3 of the group, and so I think we had about 12 full entries come in, and some of them were pretty interesting.
And who judged them? Who judged the entries?
All the faculty looked at them and kind of gave their little best ofs kind of thing. So yeah.
All right. Well, will we be able to meet these winners?
Well, I think they're standing right here. So,
go on
guys, come on in. This is James Abafadi. He's currently in 5th semester. Brennan Hing, the 1st semester, and Jared Yi, also in 1st semester. And guys, here's the awards. One for you.
Thank you.
One for you.
Thank
One
you.
for you. Congratulations,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so guys, how did it feel to be involved? Like, you guys are in your 1st semester, obviously, so this was the first thing that you experienced at Centennial. How did that feel for you?
It was a little awkward at first because we had to find somebody who wasn't in our semester, so we were just kind of going around asking people, like, you want to do this thing with us?
Yeah, I think I just ran around screaming, anyone who's not in 1st semester, please join us. I'm pretty sure that's what I did.
And obviously that worked out well. You came up with James. Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about your project? Like we just saw it, but where'd you get the inspiration, the idea?
We all kind of brainstormed to try and figure out the best way to use the 3 given items. And I don't know, it was a group effort.
The items were a blindfold, taking a picture, and itching.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we ended up just spinning around in circles trying to figure out what we were going to do. And literally we decided we're going to spin someone around in a circle, in a blindfold.
Yeah, well, when I saw the topic, I was amazed. I'm like, okay, let me see, what's this, okay? I visualize it, I know the right angle to shoot it from, thanks to Chris, because I remember when I was in 4th semester, he actually showed me how to shoot from different angles. So I just like, yeah, okay, I'll shoot it like this, I'll shoot like that. And everything came out well, so that's it.
You were kind of like a mentor to these guys. How was it working?
Well, you can say that, but I think it's a collective idea. So, yeah. So that's it.
Well, guys, that sounds really awesome. Are you looking forward to doing it again next year, the January Film Challenge?
Yeah, do it again.
Sure.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming and being on our show. Congratulations on your work. And our next clip is an energetic one. Get ready to get fit with the City of Ajax's annual Youth Teen Survivor Challenge. The challenge is designed to get Durham Region's youth together to celebrate the importance of health. Let's take a look.
Rubber chickens, coconuts, and balance boards. 3 items that seem very odd together. But when you add in the Teen Survivor Challenge, it makes perfect sense. Much like the TV show Survivor, teams compete against each other. However, unlike the TV show, everyone is a winner. Amy Nagel, one of the coordinators, talked to us about the event.
Survivor Teen Challenge is an event to celebrate everyone being able to play. So it's to encourage people to participate in physical activity and to start to think about some of the other things, the more creative things that they can do to be more physically active. So to stop looking at physical activity like work and look at it like, you know, a place where they can play and meet people and have fun, and to be thinking about all the benefits of being physically active as well. It started last year, and we started the challenge in response to some research that we'd done in the community. We'd gone into some schools and asked some youth, both in elementary and high school, kind of what's missing in the community and what might stop them from being more physically active, because obviously there are some, obviously or not obviously, there's very high rates of overweight and obesity in the community with sedentary lifestyle for young people being linked to some of those rates being so high. So we went to ask them what would be stopping young people from being more active, and what can your community do to, you know, encourage young people to be more active.
This event seems to be very well organized and a lot of fun. Let's talk to some of the participants to find out more about the Team Survivor Challenge.
We have done obstacle course and geo-coaching. Obstacle course, we had to run through various obstacles and throw a chicken into a hula hoop. And for the geo-coaching and the geo-caching, we got a GPS system. We had to follow it to a box of stones, and then we had to bring the stone back, and then we got these.
Yeah, they're great. It's actually like really well organized, and it's not a mess.
It's fantastic.
It's actually
fantastic.
This event is really important to me because I think at my agency I actually work with youth, which I think is really important because there's a lot of problems out there with people's health, with chronic illness and higher rates of obesity, et cetera, et cetera. And a lot of times our health system really focuses on fixing people once they're sick. And what we really, I believe, need to be focusing on is teaching people when they're young, before they, get too far along the path, teaching people about living healthier and that it can be fun. We're bringing friends and as a result we're bringing families together, and we're creating a really fun day where they can come and just participate in these different events that, you don't have to be good at basketball to come and participate in this event. So anybody can do it, and it's really focusing on teamwork and making sure to include everyone, which is absent from a lot of the structured physical activity programs and things that are out there. But like I said, most of all, it's fun, and we get free food, and prizes are given out, and it's a fun day.
For more information on this event, you can contact the town of Ajax through their website. For the Journal, I'm Patrick Perron.
In the active society of today, what's on the outside is important, but you also can't forget about what's on the inside. So I pose a question to you: boxers or briefs? Dave Gillett reports.
This is Dave Gillett reporting for the Journal. Have you ever wondered why some men prefer boxers and others prefer briefs? I'm here today at Dundas Square to find out the answer. Is it style, comfort, price, or does it even matter? We're about to find out.
It's got to be boxers for me, mate. I'm more of a boxer man, but
brief.
Boxer briefs.
Boxers.
I actually don't wear any at all.
Easily boxers. Boxers.
Boxers, I guess.
I'd keep it simple, just wear like a leather-studded man thong. To be honest.
I don't know, just, lets it all swing loose and, lies a bit to the left. You know what I'm saying?
Because I think they look better on.
For the comfort of the room, and there's nothing there. Play sports, you need to keep the whole package intact,
Because are more comfortable.
Have more room to move around.
I don't know, I just like how they look.
Doesn't bother her one bit, it's one less thing to wash. I don't date.
Boxers.
Boxers.
Should we show our underwear to the camera?
We definitely should.
Jockey.
He's wearing jockey today.
I wear boxer briefs.
I wear Frederick's Hollywood lace.
Oh my!
Hello, Calvin Klein.
I'm wearing American Apparel.
Yeah. Just as long as it has an expensive name on it. Tag. Hanes.
Joe.
Any final words on boxers or briefs? Anything you want to say you like, you dislike?
Those titty whiteies, unless you can really wear them, please don't support them.
Yeah, they gotta work out. Jesus.
Well, some men prefer boxers and some men prefer briefs, and some wear nothing at all. But one thing's for sure, they have to be comfortable and they have to fit the occasion. This is Dave Gillett signing off for the Journal.
Boxers, definitely boxers. Anyway, today we have with us the multi-talented jazz musician Fred Speckl. Fred here is going to play one of his original songs called Irony Rumba. Are you ready?
Yes, I am, Amber.
All right.
It's great to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Speckl.
Thank you.
right, Fred, that was awesome.
Thanks a lot, Amber. Yeah, it's great to be here. It's great to play for you and your show.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're here. And just to give the audience a little bit of background, Fred can be seen playing the saxophone as a busker on Toronto subway system, and he's also a founding member of the band Camp Combo. So Fred, can you tell me a little bit about how it's like to be busking in the subway system? What's that like for you?
Well, Amber, it's a very interesting job. It's very challenging sometimes too. People often ask about how much money you make, and that kind of stuff, and the money does vary quite a bit, but it can be quite lucrative, as well as kind of thin, as it were. But I really do enjoy it. I really do enjoy playing music in the public. I think public art is a good thing for people, for the general public who use the subway systems. They generally like it. But
I definitely agree with that for sure. Do you play anywhere else, or is it just specifically the subways?
Well, I have a license for the subway, but in the summertime I also play on the street, Yonge Street, or down at Harbourfront, that area. The touristy areas.
Oh, okay. And you get a lot of response, I would assume. Like, you're pretty good, I would say. Like, I could never do that.
Oh, thanks a lot, Amber. Yeah, the responses are pretty good. The kids really like it. Children are the most, they respond the quickest. They run up and they're surprised as anything. They've never seen a saxophone before. But it's a lot of fun, really. I really do enjoy it.
And you play saxophone in your band as well?
Yeah, that's right. I have a band called Camp Combo, and I'm the saxophone player. I sing as well, too.
Oh, really?
Not on every song, but a lot of the songs there's some singing.
Yeah, what's the style of your band like?
Well,
what's the sound?
That's always a good question, and it's always difficult, one to answer. But my 30-second or my quick elevator pitch would be wacky alt jazz. But, it's jazz based, but we don't improvise forever and ever. The songs are quite short and pop based. It's more like a pop jazz band, really.
What instruments do you have to sort of make that sound?
Well, saxophone, of course, and upright bass, and guitar, and drums. Sometimes a guitar player will also bring a banjo and switch.
Oh, all right.
It's kind of up to him, what songs he wants to play banjo on, he'll do that.
Well, this sounds really neat. Where do you normally play? Like, what's your main venue? Or do you feature in specific bars? Or do you have favorites? Or?
Yeah, well, we've played at places called the Gladstone Hotel, Cadillac Lounge, Mitzi's Sister, and just recently we did a gig at a place called The Local on Roncesvalles in the West End. So places like that.
Well, how long have you been playing? Like, what sort of got you into music in the first place?
Oh, I've probably been playing the sax for about 20 years, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a hard question to answer, too. I guess I just went to a lot of concerts. I love music. I love going to hear music, and I just wanted to get involved. And instead of always being an audience member, probably, just a need to express myself creatively, drove me to want to play music.
And you write all your own songs?
Well, with the band, it's not completely original music, but about 50-50 right now. I don't really think the audience really wants to hear completely original songs, to tell you the truth. People like to hear something that they recognize. And there's such a wealth of songs to play from the past, besides, standards that you hear all the time, other stuff too that I often dig up. And so, I can't just leave that alone either. But of course, it's fun to play original songs.
What's your favorite cover that you do play?
Animal Crackers in My Soup.
Oh,
I guess so.
That's awesome. Okay, well, Fred, thank you so much for doing this interview with me.
Well, thanks for having me, Amber. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for having me on your show.
Thank you. And will you please play another piece for us?
Absolutely,
really
I'd love to.
Right, thanks. All right, so that was our episode of The Journal. Thank you once again, Fred, and we'll see you next week.